Hey there, my name's Niandra and I just wanted to quickly explain Sojourn's recent change and what it actually means for interactions. You know, stuff like being damage boosted by Mercy. So in the previous patch, before January 24th, the amount of charge Sojourn would get was relative to how much damage she was doing. By herself, she would get 5 charge from a body shot and 10 charge from a headshot. When Sojourn was damage boosted by Mercy, she would get 6 charge per body shot and 13 per headshot, giving her extra advantage over a Sojourn by herself. However, on the flip side, if Sojourn was doing damage to someone with armor, she would gain less charge because of the reduction. Now with the current patch, Sojourn will gain a flat 5 charge per shot, disregarding outside factors such as what I just previously mentioned. If Sojourn headshots a target while damage boosted, she'll gain the same amount of charge as a plain body shot. This means a Sojourn being pocketed by Mercy won't build her railgun faster than a Sojourn on their own. Okay, so interestingly, this ends up being a buff in quite a few places, mostly in regards to tank matchups. Stuff like Doomfist using block, Ramattra using block, Roadhog vaping, you know, tanks using damage reduction abilities. Those used to give Sojourn generally between 1 and 3 charge, but now she gets 5. On screen is a little spreadsheet I made of changes that will also be on my Twitter page. Thankfully, Orisa gets hit kinda hard by this since I know a lot of players have had concerns that she'll dominate after Roadhog nerfs. I will be honest, I'm kinda worried that people are just gonna farm charge off tanks and then pump the railgun into squishies, even more than they already were. I think a better way to have done this nerf would have been to leave Sojourn's charge rate how it is, but cap it at a maximum of 5 per shot, so she would still be slow to charge off various tanks, but not sped up with damage boost. Anyway, moving on, Sojourn's other change mentions that her primary fire damage per projectile has been reduced from 10 to 9. One thing to note is that these changes don't affect the damage of her railgun. In this current patch, for Sojourn to one-shot a fully health 200 HP target with a headshot, she needs to be damage boosted. If Sojourn has a Mercy attached to her, she needs a minimum of 72 charge to do it, which is exactly how it worked on the previous patch. So this threshold hasn't been touched. What these changes will mainly slow down is moments where Sojourn unloads into someone and then follows up with a ray gun shot. Unfortunately, I'm not smart enough to do the maths to see how effective these changes will actually be in reality, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So in my opinion, I definitely see what they were going for with these changes. I think slowing Sojourn down is a good idea, but I really worry that this just isn't enough. Keep in mind, even with these adjustments, Sojourn with a Mercy pocket still has this huge advantage because the one-shot capability is still there. It's slower to get there and a little bit harder, but it is still there. Even if the devs wanted to keep this patch light and small, which in itself, I will be honest, is kinda disappointing, I'm really surprised they didn't end up making, I don't know, rail shots unboostable or unable to headshot or just something as a even temporary curb to the Sojourn Mercy duo that everyone is complaining about. For me, my concern at the moment is that Sojourn is going to spend the next few months getting hit with minor nerfs and none of them will really do anything because they miss the mark of what makes her so strong. Then, when everyone is at their breaking point, Blizzard will hit her with sledgehammer nerfs that leave her unplayable. I do very much hope this isn't the case though. Anyway, that's all from me, thank you for watching and have a nice day.